decided I need meal prep, and we're doing Italian. I got a little tomato sauce at the bottom so the noodles won't stick. Let's do that first. This is such an easy meal to make. It just takes a little bit of time, but once you make it, it is easy to put in containers and then just take out what you need. I didn't make my own tomato sauce. This is what I'm using. It's very good. Okay, I'm gonna add a little salt to this water before I put the noodles in. There we go. Here's the ricotta. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, I'm using dry herbs for this. And you just mix it. This is a very easy recipe to make lasagna. And it's so easy to just have it frozen because it's always better the next day anyways, or whenever you take it out. So this is what we are making for our meal prep. Okay, this is the cheese I am using. This is not a bad cheese. I read the label. I can actually tolerate that. See, no foreign element in here. Just normal stuff to make cheese. I got this at Winn-Dixie. All of this is from Winn-Dixie. They gave me a $15 credit, and we're making the lasagna with that. Okay, so this is probably the hardest part of making a lasagna, is cooking the noodle. And I like to cook it when it's still kind of hard. And instead of doing anything else, I put it right on a cookie rack. And that is it. And then I put everything together. I always buy block cheese because it's cheaper than already having it sliced or shredded. I tend to just buy a block and then I'll shred it myself, or I'll slice it myself, and it is much, much cheaper in the long run. And that is it. It'll take you a couple of more minutes. You cut as much as you need. So the first thing I'm going to do is put my noodles down. As you can see, my pan is the size of the noodle. I prefer that so you don't have to cut the edges, trim the edges. Ugh, what a headache that is. So I got smart. I got a pan that was exactly the size of my noodles. This one didn't come out too perfect, but we're going to use it anyways. And then my first layer is going to be the ricotta. I am very generous with my ricotta because I think that's the best part of the lasagna, if you ask me. And it just gives it that nice smooth taste with the meat. I ended up using pork today because my neighbor gave me tons of pork, grounded pork. So I'm trying to get through it before hurricane season and we lose electricity, so I'm clearing out everything on the refrigerators. And now we do the second layer. Spoon in the meat. next layer. Now, some people like to put their tomato sauce in between their noodles or this, but I just find that it gets very mushy and you can't cut it nice, so I don't put the sauce in between. I put it at the bottom, I put it in the meat, and I put it at the top. Did I say that? I think I did. All right. I'm gonna put my final layer of ricotta, which is a little thinner than the one at the bottom. It's kind of hard to screw this up, to tell you the truth. If you can make tacos, you can definitely make this. And it's super simple. Okay, so now we're going to add our final layer. And as you can see, the noodles are perfect size. I'm all done with my noodles. It is a 3-layer lasagna. So if you want a bigger lasagna or something a little bit more robust, I would highly recommend that you get 2 packages. Okay, I'll just smooth this out. Garlic salt. Okay, and we're gonna put a little parsley on top. Okay, and I'm going to add a little salt. I'm going to cover this up before it's fully cooked. I will take this off and then I will add the cheese on top. I'll add the rest of this on top. So this does not go in right now. It goes 15 minutes before this is done. So it's very hot. Here we go. I'm going to put the cheese on top now, and then I'm going to put it back in the oven for about 15 minutes. I'm going to put little squares on here. This is definitely a hearty meal. I usually don't have that big of a piece. And then I will always eat a salad with my lasagna. And it's such an easy meal to make. The only thing I'm going to tell you is when you're cooking the lasagna, put a pan underneath the oven so in case there's any drippings, it doesn't get in on the bottom of the oven, and then that way you don't have a little smoky poo coming out. And that's it. I'm going to put it back in the oven for about 15-20 minutes, and then the lasagna will be ready. Ta-da! Nice and crispy cheese on top, getting ready to have a bite. Happy eating, my beautiful friends. Till next time.